Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chere'l, and today we are going to be talking about some sticky topics that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but we're going to talk about it. So we are going to get down to the root of things. We are going to talk about real life, real emotions, real hair problems 101. So I hope you guys are sitting down. You got your coffee, got your cup of tea or a glass of wine, and you're ready to dive in. I think a lot of issues that women have with their look, their identity, their style is because of insecurities. I think it stems from being envious of others. I think it stems from, being victims of some sort, from certain situations that could play into from childhood all the way to adulthood. I also feel like we don't love ourselves enough. I feel like if we stop comparing ourselves to others, then we will feel more comfortable with our own appearances. Even from my own experiences, there has been things that happen in my own life that has caused me to be insecure for a certain time period. Not that I'm saying I'm insecure now, because I'm not, but it is a lifelong fight and battle that you have to constantly say, I'm going to be the opposite of what happened to me, right? If that makes sense. So I wanted to do a video like this because I am human, right? I am not perfect. I am perfectly imperfect. And I understand the struggles as it is as a woman, especially a woman that is a wife, has 2 kids, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, so it is really hard to find your identity after being a mom and being a wife. Like, it's kind of it's kind of hard, but you just have to be confident and to say, okay, I may not know exactly what I want at this moment, but I know where I want to be. So that circles back into hair, right? So you got to love yourself. You got to love every inch of yourself, every part of your body, every part of your face, every part of your hair, every part of your scalp. You have to nurture yourself. Once you love and nurture yourself, I think you will start to feel a lot better. You'll be more positive. You'll have more confidence, to the fact that even if your hair is not long down your butt, you know that you're taking care of your hair, and you're doing it because you want to do it and you like to do it, not to compete with the next broad. All right. Also, being a part or surrounding yourself with positive people can help out so much. If you've been on my friend Sindal's lives, or even on her lives, if you've seen her channel, if you haven't, I'm gonna insert it. But she talks about the 7-day challenge, and the 7-day challenge is not just to grow your hair, but it is to promote healthy hair habits. But there is a community over there with like-minded people who are holding each other accountable. And I feel like that's something that you need in everyday life, but not just hair, just every day. You also need that one person that's gonna be like, okay, sis, we got to get it together. That wasn't cool. You messed up on this part, and somebody to encourage you and to keep you on track. I think that is very, very important, especially in today's world where social media, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, Lemonade, whatever, I think those things can hinder your mindset if you're not strong enough when you go on those social media platforms. And you might not even be posting, you might even just be looking. Like in the last live that I was on with my friend Sin and T, I don't know if you guys watched it or not. If not, I will link it down in the description below, and you can go check that live out. But in that last live, I did talk about how I was on Pinterest one day and one late at night, and I let it get the best of me for a moment because I was just like, oh my gosh, like I wish I want, I want this, I wish I could have, all of those things that I think every woman uh deals with in their mind. And I'm not gonna say, oh, it's so horrible, it's this, it's not, it's just a life thing. Like it happens, I think it happens to every woman at any age. you know as far as I can remember, I was in first grade and one of my classmates, her name was Brianna. Oh my God, Brianna was so beautiful. She had these long ponytails. And I had long ponytails too. Like my ponytails was long, I was cute, But I loved her hair. I didn't necessarily like her, but I loved her hair. And I think we as women, or as even females, we do that a lot. Young girls do that a lot. And we might not think it's being envious, but you can appreciate somebody's look, but when you want that particular thing for yourself, that's when it becomes envious of the other person. So we have to get off of that, guys. We have to be comfortable with ourselves, right? Also, I wanted to talk about is getting off this train. These challenges, the trains, the oh yeah, I'm a part of this community in a negative sense. Like, be different, stand out. Don't be a part of the trains. We're not hooking arms together and be like, yeah, bitch, we rolling together. Like, no, we're not gonna do that. Cause a lot of times you can be a part of these quote unquote trains and you end up being a part of something that is very negative and very bullying. I'm gonna speak on the Team Natural community. Those people are bullies, man. I ain't never seen no women who just be negative towards other women who want to roller set their hair and wear it straight, or who want to go to the Dominican beauty salons and get their hair blown out and just pressed out, use the flat iron. Like, I ain't never seen no people that be so upset about it, or people who be upset about actual facts and science behind things. Because I feel like if you learn the facts and the science behind things, you will be able to make a more educated decision on what is best for you going forward. Not just because, oh, support black businesses. Like, to me, really and honestly and truly, to me, that's not a flex. That's just, what is it, how they say, identity politics. That's kind of the same damn thing. Like, you just buying it just because this person is of your complexion, but then you don't know the ingredients, you don't know where they got it from, you don't know if they made it in their kitchen, and even if they didn't, you don't know if they just bought it off some random site online and they're gonna put a label on it. Their stuff is not tested and tried and all of these things. And y'all be mad at people who give good information. Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta really stop that. Like, regardless of who it's coming from, y'all gotta take that shit on the chin and say, you know what, I messed up. I really hope you guys are still with me in this video. And I'm not saying this to, say shame on you. I'm really saying this so that way we can pick ourselves up and do better going forward, right? So, unresolved trauma can only negatively affect you going forward. So when I say trauma, I mean, like, everybody have a reason why they feel what they feel and they do what they do, right? So let's just say, you have had something that happened to you when you was a child and you haven't fully gotten over it, or you think you gotten over it, but it shows in other areas. Or let's just say you're a people pleaser. those are some things that I feel like you have to work through. Therapy might be a good thing for you. You know, don't disregard therapy. Therapy is really great. You know, your friend is your friend, but you can't trauma dump on your friend, and you're not supposed to have friendships based on trauma that has happened to you in the past. I just had to say that. I don't know where that came from, but I just had to say that. So anyway, so of course, you holding on some baggage will affect you in any relationship, in any friendship, in your job, in anything, you know. Um, and also, riding this victim train from whatever the situation is, it will only hinder you and make you stagnant in life. And so I know everybody that watches this and everybody you know, that wants good results going forward in any and everything that you do, you don't want to be stagnant. You want to progress. So what I'm saying is, ladies, let's set our own obtainable goals for healthy hair, not just long hair. And what does that look like? That means surround yourself with positive and like-minded people, people who that will encourage you. And when they encourage you, guys, you got to encourage them too. You can't just be on the receiving end. You got to give in a friendship, in a sisterhood. You know what I mean? You have to be willing to get real information and get the real rooted issue told to you. So you have to be able to receive it well as well. So and you got to be honest with yourself. So like I said, if you set your own obtainable goals for your healthy hair, I think you will be a lot more honest with yourself versus saying, oh, I want my hair to be this particular length in 6 months. You know, you got to understand the hair growth cycle. You have to understand how much hair grows out of your head on average, on regular average, on, you know, each month. You have to understand that this stuff does not happen overnight. You know what I mean? So you have to set obtainable goals, right? Then you also need to have good hair practices and hair routines. Okay? So for example, I do hair roller setting videos every week. I shampoo and condition my hair, and then I roller set my hair, and I style it however I want during the week. But that's a routine. So whether you roller set your hair every week and then you wrap your hair, you know, going forward, throughout the week, then that's fine. But it's a healthy hair routine. You do not need a bunch of all these crazy products to put on your hair. So with that being said, it is important to have professional products. And I'm a professional, so I'm going to tell you to get professional products because you want your hair to look like you just came out the salon. Use salon grade products, okay? And lastly, be kind to yourself, guys. Don't beat up on yourself. Don't feel bad. Don't stress. Stress is the number one killer for anything. Um, and stress can make your hair fall out. So if you want to keep that hair on your head, don't stress. So yeah, just all the points that I put in here and all the things that I talked about, I just want you guys to sit back and think about it. And it will do you some good if you know, follow these points and get to these solutions. You know, recognize the problem, follow up with a solution, and act out those solutions. And create you a healthy routine for yourself, okay? Oh, and one more thing I wanted to say. Not only do you need a good hair regimen, you need to eat healthy as well. Good things start from the inside and they come out. So if you want great skin, drink more water, eat more cucumbers, you know, get you more sleep, less caffeine, less alcohols, less sodas. you know, if you want a healthy weight, you have to work out. So everything starts from the inside and comes out. Okay, so I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video and listening to me, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.